Hello everyone. Today we are reflecting on the Beatitudes. I want to ask you, have you heard the story about a scholar kitty? This age-old cat was seeing saw its kitten chasing its tail, and so this cat asked, "Why are you chasing your tail?" And the kitty answers, "I have learned that the best thing for a cat is happiness, and happiness is my tail. Therefore, I am chasing it, and when I catch it, I shall have happiness." And the wise old cat says, "My son, I have done the same thing in my life. I chase my tail for many years. Then I noticed that whenever I chase after it, it keeps running away from me. And when I go about my business, it just seems to come after me wherever I go." Do you want to be happy? Have you ever found happiness? So that is the story of the scholar kitty. Beatitude means blessedness. So it comes from the Greek word makarios, meaning blessed or happy. And these Beatitudes, several of them, we find 37 Beatitudes in the New Testament, 17 of which are sayings of Jesus. There are also similar blessings in the Old Testament. For example, we find in the book of Proverbs, Psalms, and also in the book of Revelation. So Matthew presents the new Moses who teaches from the mountain that Christianity is more than obeying 10 commandments. And Matthew presents their beatitude as coming at the beginning of the Sermon on the Mount. And he gives 8 beatitudes, the 9th being an explanation of the 8th. So just want to highlight, I saw the questions that Dan prepared, so I just want to highlight, look at these beatitudes. So the first set of 4 beatitude: happiness of the poor in spirit, the gentle, happiness of the gentle, happiness of the mourners, and the righteous. So being poor in spirit is the fundamental condition for becoming blessed or happy. And Jesus is telling happiness is found in the virtue of faith and trust in God, because He is our ultimate source and security. We are blessed when we know our need for God and do His will every day. We are poor in spirit when we surrender our plans to God and seek His help. We are poor in spirit when we admit our sins, mourn for them, repenting, asking God's grace and forgiveness. And we are poor in spirit also when we hunger and thirst for righteousness. Jesus also talks about the need to be meek, gentle, self-control, and God-control. The meek are those who have made a complete surrender of self to God instead of becoming aggressive, demanding, and assertive. The second set of beatitudes, so the happiness of the merciful, pure of heart, peacemakers, and the persecuted. So what does Jesus say when He says about those blessed are those who mourn? So giving unconditional forgiveness and showing the honesty and humility to ask pardon for our offenses against others are signs of merciful heart and essential for peace and joy of spirit. Mercy is love extended, not out of necessity, but given through the desire to help. Now, what does Jesus mean by the pure of heart? So, the pure of heart is that we cannot be happy if we are hypocrites. The pure in heart are morally pure, honest, and sincere. The real ascent in Matthew 6 beatitude is on integrity. We should be people of integrity and character. The peacemakers. Instead of merely longing for peace in the world, we must be peacemakers in the little world around us. Peacemaking demands positive actions for reconciliation. Making peace involves proclamations, diplomacy, self-control, and willingness to forgive and and promote the work of forgiveness among others. So, we do not find happiness in material things. For example, in a pill or in a bottle or having the best of love affairs. So happiness is something that comes from within us. The only true happy life is a life lived with God as our life source and our true center. So, blessed are you who have acknowledged the dependence on God. Blessed are you who are poor in spirit, the sorrowing, the lowly, those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, the merciful, the single-hearted, the peacemakers, and those persecuted for their right convictions.